Hello, so my name is Jonathan Wynn, and today I want to show you guys my cultural artifact. So this right here is actually like a Vietnamese coffee ground. And it's really kind of like interesting as to why I want to show you this. Well, for one thing, it's kind of like a different from like your regular ordinary coffee, or at least the way we make coffee. So usually whenever we make coffee, we first use like the just this coffee ground, and it's almost like we French press it too in a way. So we use that. So whenever we just kind of pour this into a cup, we use boil hot water. We put the coffee, like Vietnamese coffee grounds, into the cup, have the little French press in it, pour some water, let it sit there probably for like at least 3 to 5 minutes. And right after, we just began pressing it. So, right after, and of um, once we pour like the coffee into like a different cup, but before we do, we actually pour a can of like condensed milk, or yeah, condensed milk into it, and then we don't put much in it, and then we just put ice in it, and then we just mix it. And that's how we usually make coffee ground. And I say this is like very important in my culture, considering how this is like how this is made, and how we've drinking coffee over the years versus how we, people in America drink coffee like way differently. Not your like typical like make their own coffee from a coffee machine, French press it, and then just pour um some half and half, or just some creamer. And then so I believe that, introducing this in a like in the classroom, I want to kind of just find ways to like expand my students is like uh thinking and understanding of like cultural diversity. So of course, when it comes to like building activities, I want my students to just not learn anything, at least from like textbooks, or like establish any like approaches utilizing textbooks, but more so with like providing a sensory and an experiential, I think that's the word, journey into like a different world. And of course, in this case, I want to introduce them like my culture. I mean, it's not like me trying to like force it on them. This is just like showing like, hey, so this is where I'm from. And then of course, I just want students to kind of like engage in some discussion about the significance of like Vietnamese coffee, like in the culture, especially the coffee making process and its cultural nuances. So I believe that, kind of establishing this idea for the students can just, be more so, can just extend beyond, just a mere like cultural exploration. I believe that in some ways it can also establish like interdisciplinary learning. So students can also like learn about like the geography of like how coffee cultivation, so like the science behind, coffee roasting, how is it manufactured, where it's made, and so on and so forth. Um, and I believe that as a Vietnamese person, of course, it holds like special place in my heart, because like I wouldn't. While I do normally like drink regular coffee, I also would love drinking Vietnamese coffee, because Vietnamese coffee is just like, honestly, in my opinion, really good. And I feel like, kind of sharing the intricacies of like the culture of like Vietnamese coffee can just be more about like celebrating like my roots, dispelling any stereotypes, and, establishing a platform for open dialogue. So that's pretty much all I have. Thank you.